Imagine you're on top of the world, crushing your goals, and pushing yourself to new heights. But, what if I told you that this feeling of success might be hiding a dark truth? A truth that no one talks about, but is silently affecting millions of people worldwide. As you progress, you often find yourself leaving old friends and social circles behind. You're no longer the same person you used to be, and those around you struggle to keep up. This makes you feel isolated, even when you're surrounded by people. You might be thinking, but I have a big social media following, I'm part of a community, I'm not alone. However, the truth is, those online connections don't replace the deep, meaningful relationships you had before. Think about it, when was the last time you had a genuine conversation with someone you met online? When was the last time you felt truly understood and supported by someone who wasn't trying to promote their own agenda? The loneliness of growth is a silent epidemic that's affecting people from all walks of life. It doesn't matter if you're a successful entrepreneur, a high-achieving athlete, or a brilliant artist, the feeling of being disconnected and isolated can creep up on anyone. The fear of failure and the pressure to constantly perform can lead to anxiety, stress, and burnout. You feel like you're stuck in a never-ending cycle of achievement, with no time to breathe or reflect on your journey. It's like you're running on a treadmill, going nowhere fast. You're constantly chasing the next goal, the next milestone, but you're not stopping to smell the roses along the way. The pressure to keep up is suffocating, and it's taking a toll on your mental and physical health. Imagine being in a room full of people who are all trying to outdo each other. Everyone's vying for attention, trying to prove their worth, and showcasing their accomplishments. But, in the midst of all this noise and competition, who's truly listening? Who's truly supporting you? The pressure to keep up is a myth that's been perpetuated by society, by social media, and by our own minds. It's a myth that says you're not enough, that you're not good enough, that you're not worthy of love and acceptance unless you're achieving and succeeding. As you continue to grow, you may start to feel disconnected from those who don't share your vision or values. You begin to question whether anyone truly understands you or your journey. This can lead to feelings of loneliness and disconnection. You might start to wonder if you're the only one who's experiencing this, if you're the only one who feels lost and alone. But, the truth is, you're not alone. Millions of people are struggling with the same feelings of isolation and disconnection. The loneliness of growth is not something to be ashamed of. It's not something to be hidden or swept under the rug. It's something to be acknowledged, something to be talked about. It's something that requires understanding, empathy, and compassion. So, the next time you're feeling isolated or disconnected, remember that you're not alone. Remember that millions of people are struggling with the same feelings, and that there's hope for a different way. You see, growth is not just about achieving and succeeding, it's about becoming more of who you are. It's about discovering your true purpose, your true values, and your true passions. It's about connecting with others on a deeper level, and building meaningful relationships that last a lifetime. It's about finding your tribe, your community, your people. And it's about being vulnerable, being authentic, and being willing to take risks. So, let's talk about what this looks like in real life. Let's talk about how you can start to break free from the cycle of loneliness and disconnection. Let's talk about how you can start to build meaningful relationships that fulfill you and make you feel seen and heard. Let's talk about how you can start to cultivate a sense of community and belonging that goes beyond social media likes and followers. The weight of progress is not something to be feared or avoided. It's something to be acknowledged and worked through. It's something that requires courage, resilience, and determination. But, it's also something that can lead to incredible growth, incredible transformation, and incredible success. So, let's take a deep breath, let's let go of our fears and doubts, and let's start to build a life that truly reflects who we are. You're not alone in feeling this way. Many successful people have shared similar struggles, but they've also found ways to overcome them. Let's explore some of their stories and see what we can learn. Behind the scenes of every successful person, there's often a facade of perfection. A mask that hides their true struggles, doubts, and fears. This mask can make you feel like you're the only one who's not good enough. You start to wonder if everyone else has it all together, except for you. But the truth is, no one has it all together. Not even the people who appear to be perfect on social media. They're just as human as you are, with their own set of flaws and imperfections. They're just better at hiding them. Take, for example, J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series. Before she became a best-selling author, she was a single mother living on welfare. She's spoken publicly about the struggles she faced, including depression and anxiety. But she didn't let those struggles define her. Instead, she used them as fuel to drive her writing. Or consider Ariana Huffington, the founder of the Huffington Post. She's talked openly about her own struggles with burnout and the importance of self-care. She's shown that even the most successful people need to prioritize their own well-being. Being vulnerable and open about your struggles can be incredibly liberating. It allows you to connect with others on a deeper level, build stronger relationships, and find support when you need it most. You no longer have to hide behind a mask of perfection, pretending to have it all together. But breaking down barriers and creating a more authentic community requires courage. It requires you to be willing to take risks and be vulnerable. It requires you to trust that others will accept you for who you are, flaws and all. When you share your story and are vulnerable, you open the door for others to do the same. You create a safe space for people to talk openly about their struggles and find support. You build a community that's based on empathy and understanding, rather than comparison and competition. By being vulnerable, you can break down the barriers that keep you stuck. You can create a more authentic life, one that's based on honesty and openness. You can find people who truly understand you and your journey. So, what's holding you back from being more vulnerable? Is it fear of being judged or rejected? Is it fear of being seen as weak or imperfect? Whatever it is, remember that vulnerability is a strength, not a weakness. It takes courage to be vulnerable, but the rewards are worth it. You'll build stronger relationships, find more support, and create a more authentic community. You'll no longer feel like you're hiding behind a mask of perfection. You'll be free to be yourself, flaws and all. So, take a deep breath and let go of the need to be perfect. Let go of the need to hide behind a mask of success. Be vulnerable, be open, and be honest. You'll be amazed at the freedom and connection that comes with it. So, what can you do to overcome the loneliness of growth and find a sense of community and connection? Let's explore some actionable steps you can take today. Have you ever felt like you're standing on a mountaintop, looking out at a breathtaking view, yet feeling completely disconnected from the world around you? This is a common phenomenon that many successful people experience, yet it's rarely talked about. Surround yourself with people who understand and support your goals and values. This can be a community of like-minded individuals, a mentor, or even a therapist. Remember, you're not alone in this struggle, and having a support system can make all the difference. Take Emma, for example. She's a successful entrepreneur who has built a thriving business from the ground up. But behind the scenes, she's struggled with feelings of loneliness and isolation. She's told us that she often feels like she's faking it until she makes it, and that the pressure to constantly perform and achieve is overwhelming. However, Emma has also shared with us how she's found solace in joining a community of fellow entrepreneurs who understand her struggles. They meet regularly to share their experiences, offer support, and celebrate each other's successes. Being kind to yourself and acknowledging that it's okay to feel lonely is also crucial. Remember that everyone goes through similar struggles, and it's a normal part of the growth process. So, the next time you're feeling disconnected, take a deep breath and remind yourself that you're not alone. Now, let's talk about taking action. Don't wait for the perfect moment to take action. Start small and focus on building connections with others. Attend events, join online communities, or volunteer for a cause you're passionate about. You might be surprised at how much you can learn and grow from these experiences. The loneliness of growth is a real and common experience, but it doesn't have to control your life. By being vulnerable, finding your tribe, and practicing self-compassion, you can overcome the loneliness and find a sense of community and connection. Remember, you're not alone, and there's always hope for a brighter future.